it's Roxana Hannah. Thanks for being here. I have a ton of great dishes that I'm going to make for you today. It's the end of summer harvest marathon cooking day. I just went to the farmer's market here in Santa Monica, California. Today is August 31st, last day of summer, and all the farm stalls had, all the summer things like the peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, and, all kinds of other stuff, of course. But specifically today, what we're going to focus on is a couple tomato dishes. I'm going to make you this golden sunburst heirloom tomato with purple basil, so we'll have a nice summer salad with that. We also have a couple amazing Meyer lemons. Look how big these are. Now, Meyer lemons are like candy lemons in my opinion. When I was little, we used to cut them in half, sprinkle them with sugar, and just drink right, just chew right out. That must have been great for our teeth. But anyway, so we'll make something fun with Meyer lemons. I don't know what it's going to be right now, but I just had to buy them because they're so beautiful. I also bought some really tart lemons, and these are interesting, pretty looking. Farmers markets, they always have different stuff. So here we have, these are variegated lemons. When you open them, they're a pink color. I'll show them to you. And they're really tart. Now, they're also really hard. The Meyer lemon's skin is extremely smooth. The pores are really small. Therefore, just by looking at them, I know they're going to be juicy, and it's soft. So, whereas when you find something that has a more pronounced pores, it's like like dirty skin, and obviously when you squeeze it, it's hard. So I was asking the lady, that's great that these are tart, but if they're hard, I'm not going to be able to get any juice out. And so she said, just pop it in the microwave for a couple seconds, and that'll soften it up. So we're going to give that a shot, see how that works. Of course, we also have these mini, totally beautiful artichokes. Small ones. You've probably seen these, okay? And these are, the way you cook these is different than the way you would cook a larger artichoke. Not necessarily, not the way you cook it, but I'm going to show you how to prepare these so you have a nice little treat. We also have beautiful salad here with flowers. It's summer. If they're serving flowers, so that I can eat, I'm going to buy a salad so I can eat flowers. I mean, how pretty is that? You don't have to eat flowers. It's just my girl thing. I want to eat some flowers. All right, and then I also posted a photo on my fan page that showed you grilled eggplant with fresh tomato sauce. So I bought one to show you how to make that, and we're going to use these sunburst tomatoes to make the sauce for it. Okay? I have another dish for you that is these beans, right? It's hard to see. Okay, these are sort of a light green color, flageolet, I think. I took 2 years of French in high school, so that's about the best I can do. If anyone would like to share the exact pronunciation, if I butchered it, only if I butchered it, please feel free to comment and spell out how do you pronounce these beans. But the point is, I made a bean dip with these beans. I threw in some fresh kale, so we have some really small fresh kale here, some baby kale, so it's really light, delicate, because I'm not going to cook it. I'm just going to finely chop it raw. I'm going to put it into the cooked beans. We're going to add some chives, some, salt, pepper, and some vinegar, and we're going to make a really nice bean dip. Now, I make a lot of different bean dips because with the slow carb recipe, there are lots of beans in there, right? Every day you're supposed to have a bean. So what I want to try to do is find a way to make eating beans more, I don't want to say more fun, but just give you more variety and ways to eat beans. And I want to make it the best tasting dish you've ever had. So I think I'm getting near perfection with this bean dip because these beans, I made a bean dip the other day. Do I even have any left? Let me check. No, none left. But these were the creamiest beans. This dip turned out to be the creamiest bean dip I've ever made. Tasted like there was mayonnaise in it, okay? But the beauty is there isn't any mayonnaise. It's completely healthy. Olive oil is really the only fat that's in there. So this is going to be another great dish with the kale, with the chives, really good. You know, you can use bell peppers or any kind of pepper. And then there's just so many peppers, because it's, you know, the heat makes you know, great peppers. So we have these Hungarian peppers. These are supposed to be pretty spicy. And then we have these pimento peppers, which are so beautiful looking. Okay. Then this is another kind of Hungarian pepper. That's more of a bell pepper. And this is an Italian pepper. It was called an Italian frying pepper. And this one had sort of a Spanish name to it. I have it. Before I make something with this, I'll look up what that name was. But they're all mild except for this Hungarian. Okay? So we'll do something fun with that. And of course, as always, padron peppers are the best dish in the world. I was just at a restaurant in San Diego called Seersucker, and they had the padron peppers. Anytime I'm at a restaurant that serves padron peppers, I'm ordering them. But what I learned from them was they fried them the way I do, just in oil. You always put salt on it on the end, but then they poured a ponzu sauce. So I also picked up some ponzu sauce to show you a very simple snack. You know, you're sitting out there early summer evening, night, or you know, maybe like if you live in an area that has a beautiful warm fall, sit down after work, end of the day, on the weekend, whatever, cook some of these up, have a nice beer, a nice wine, whatever you want. Just pop these little guys. They're so delicious. Okay? I'm going to make you another dish that is something that I had in Turkey a long time ago, and I could barely remember it. So I looked in a Turkish cookbook I had, because I knew that it had, I kind of remembered the name. Okay, started with an M. Well, what I discovered, it's an egg dish. What I discovered was that my memory wasn't exact to what the dish was. I thought it was a ground beef tomato egg dish, but really it was a pepper egg dish. So you saute peppers, you crack some eggs, and that was the dish. Well, I could make that, I guess, but I really like my own interpretation of it. So I'm going to make you guys a sauteed pepper dish with crack some eggs and some ground beef and tomato sauce. So it'll be kind of a dinner or breakfast meal. It's going to be really good. And then from the farmer's market, I picked up some grass-fed beef, organic grass-fed beef. And this is a company down here in Southern California. I don't know where they are. I'm sorry, I don't know where they are. And it doesn't say on the thing. But they're called Novi Ranches. Okay, they have a booth here at the Santa Monica Farmers Market. We buy all of our meat from them. So I was talking to the girl about it. I said, okay, what is up with the grass-fed beef? What is up with organic? She goes, organic is, you can't just buy beef if it says organic. The secret really comes in it being grass-fed. Okay, because cows, when they eat the grass, when they have the free range, it's better for the environment. And eating the grass produces more omegas in their meat, in the fat of their meat, which means that we're getting more omegas. And she went on and on about it. She was very passionate about it, which is really great when you're buying your beef from the person, kind of like the farmer, right? Instead of getting all this corn-fed, feedlot, pretty disgusting meat. Now, I can't always, I'm not always in an area where I can, get the grass-fed, really nice, high-quality meat. But if you can, just choose that instead of the other. If you have that option, you might as well do it, because it's going to be better for you overall long-term. And that's it. Not that that's a little bit, but so I'm going to get started. Oh, and I just have this this garlic right here. I don't even know if I'm going to use it. It's just so beautiful. I had to display it. And while I am cooking, I'm going to enjoy this homemade sangria. It's summer after all. Sangria is for summer. This is a blackberry lemon sangria. Now it's red, but it's not made with red wine. It's made with a really crisp white wine. I don't even remember the kind we use, but you'd want to use a drier wine when you're making this, unless you love the sugary whites. I mean, you do what you want to do. But it's red because these blackberries and the lemon, they've been sitting in here for at least a week. All right, so give the blackberries time to color your sangria red. Okay, well cheers, this is Roxanne Hannah. I'm gonna get cooking and I look forward to sharing all these delicious late summer recipes with you.